High above in the clouds, above the mesa of Blue Falls, there is a fight between our party and some sworn griffins. Several griffins fly overhead like a flock attacking a prey, trying to fight back as Ty is in the clutches of a griffin and their rider, as Smith is also hand-to-hand with another griffin and their rider. We also have a large Varsha, or Big V, making her way to the fight as well, with Jet on her back. The smoke is starting to pick up. The flames are starting to grow as well over Blue Falls. The plumage of the plumes of smoke are starting to reach into where you are all fighting, just below the clouds. Below you, rocky cliffs, and certain death if you were to fall. But you are all flying as of right now, and some of you are being held. It is the top of the round as we continue this combat. Ty, it is your turn.
Yes, I am grappled by this creature.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder. It would cost me my action to break free, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Or to attempt to, at least.
You can, for a skill check, yeah. It'll be, it'll cost you an action.
It's so difficult. I feel like, as well, that I knew exactly what I was going to do last time. I've forgotten entirely, because obviously I had, unless I wrote it down. Did I write it down?
You did have 2 weeks,
No.
so yeah, it's likely.
I would have forgotten if I had 2 minutes.
That's fair.
I think... Where is it headed with me? Away or anywhere? Does it seem like it's...
You're
got a
expecting me
direction?
to keep notes between. Okay, this one.
I wonder if it's flying me away somewhere, or whether it's just kind of got me and it's circling.
It looks like it just sort of has you and is circling. There is no, seemingly there is no path that it's taking you right now.
Okay.
But I think
Then,
it did take you in this direction, if you can see that. Yes, over in this direction. Except I am
I will...
a white color, and that is hard to see.
I would like to attempt to break free.
Sure. This will be probably athletics versus athletics here, as it is sort of our trying to break free from a grapple.
Can I do acrobatics to break free?
How would acrobatics fit here? Like, are you?
It's got me in claws, right?
It has you. It has you. Clawed.
This is some weird wriggly jujitsu
okay.
stuff where
Wriggly jujitsu. Technical term.
Where Ty is able, I can move my body in such a way that it almost dislocates my shoulders, and I can slip through this thing's claws.
Sure. Go ahead. If this is successful, then it is known that you are double jointed. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics.
19.
19 beats my 12. Actually, 19 beats my 16. As you are able to pop out, maybe dislocate a shoulder. Maybe it's this a wound from a fall some time ago. It pops out and pops back in as you're able to wriggle free, as you sort of, for a moment, catch yourself because you're still flying.
Wriggle jitsu. I would actually like to do something crazy right now, if that's
Wriggle
okay.
jitsu.
I would like to burn my action surge
I'll allow it.
and attempt to climb onto this creature. So as it lets go of me, I grab its leg as it continues to fly, and I'm trying to climb up onto its back.
Sure.
So that
So you probably pop one shoulder out of its socket so you can like wriggle that one free, and then use your momentum to sort of swing using the other leg, and sort of grab onto some sort of large feather and hopefully pull yourself up. Okay.
That way it makes it extremely difficult, hopefully, for it to grab you again. Yeah. And B, I'm going after the rider.
Of course.
It would be on my next turn, but that's kind of what.
Yeah, give me so you're going to use your action surge to try to get this. That means give me another acrobatics save, or another acrobatics check, as now you are trying to climb / use the momentum of your escape to mount this creature. That is a natural 20. Even better than we described. You're able to pop out your shoulder. It pops back in, but you're able to use that swinging momentum to then, and maybe even some of the magic as well, because you are in this constant state of.
Do have a fly speed,
you have a fly speed, and you are under the conditions of magical flight. So a gust of Spellwind nearby just sort of produces and also interacts with you physically as it helps lift you and guide you mid-swing to sort of...
I imagine it looks like you know when Lord of the Rings gets on the elephant? Oh no, the horse, backwards. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of just clearly reversed footage. It looks really weird.
Yeah,
and you're watching it in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, and you see all the...
But when he does
sort of go backwards first. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Sure. Whoa. You just sort of... you fan kick up onto the back of this thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay. And then, next turn we'll start you off on top of that griffin. So I'll put you here. But I'm going to... Ass to ass. We're going to do this. Switch this to... What was that? It's from that thing. Anyway, we're going to do this and that. There you go. You're on top. All right. So, and... What is that? It's a family movie. So it is now your turn is over. All right, great. So this one here is going to. Okay. This one is. I just got to remember everything that was happening. So this blue one was, where are we? You're about 10 feet away from this one. Whack, this blue one. Let me take a look at the notes. Okay. This one doesn't have the lance. This one is firing. You'd destroyed this guy before, but he's not gone. So he's going to try to launch his shotgun in your direction.
He's just throwing it at me?
Yeah, he's going to throw it. He's going to catapult it. He's just going to take this. He's going to reload and fire. And he has a... Where's my stats? 21. Does that hit you?
Well, I don't know if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Available.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of bullshit here. Mm-hmm. I think. Let's see, how am I doing here? Yeah, I don't think I want that to hit me. So
sure.
I clap my hands together and just separate them and pull them apart. And you see the Spellwind begin to sort of coalesce in them as I pull them apart. It forms a shield around me.
Hell yeah.
And that will stop that from happening.
Absorb the damage, yeah. Like slag, like a splash of slag as sparks sort of rain across the area as these pellets sort of smatter and hit the arcane shield as it envelops you. as just like they said, this spark, this rain of sparks falls from once it hits you. Okay, and that is that turn. It can move still. He's gonna circle over to here.
Do I get an attack of opportunity? Is he close enough?
You were 10 feet away. It was like here, where its stake was, which was a little bit. So it wasn't. Do you have reach on anything?
I do not. No.
Okay, so no, you wouldn't be able to. But it makes its turn and wraps around over in this direction. It's going to then turn around toward you. But that will probably happen on its turn next round. Okay, I just need to quickly transform this.
And it's 15 feet away from me right now?
Right now, it is 15 feet away from you.
Yeah.
Okay. This one... Oh, I'm sorry. That's actually... This one over here. I clicked through the turn order too quickly. It is this one that you are on. Ty. You are now on top of this rider, or at least like on top of this griffin. The rider is still sort of locked into their saddle. They're going to try to reach behind and, like, I think fire at you. They don't have a lance. The red one does. Their lance is not drawn. Their lance is still sort of in a holster by the saddle here. But they do try to reach behind with their reins, the reins of this griffin being held as they try to just fire back toward you. This is going to be at disadvantage, I think, because they don't want to hit the griffin. 13 plus math. 17. Does that hit you, Ty?
It does.
Okay. Anything else, or it just does? I don't know if you're like it does, but
no, it
okay.
It does.
All right, great.
It just does. I think I used my shield spell.
Sure. This is going to be 8 damage, piercing, and 2...
Sorry, how much I was coughing.
It's 6 piercing, 2, of course, and you look at the 6 piercing and 2 fire damage. As this cough of this slag shot fires behind you. I
will do something.
Into you as you sort of it throws you off balance for a moment. Yes?
I will activate my radiant weapon, which will...
Sorry, what? What?
Yeah, I don't know what this is either. Go on.
This is the thing that Jet imbued my magic weapon with.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just checking it doesn't have to be a melee attack. I don't think it does. Yeah, as a reaction, after immediately being hit by attack, I can expend 1 charge and cause the attacker to be blinded unless the attacker succeeds on a con save against Jet's spell save. DC.
What do I have to do? Okay. I wasn't paying attention at all. Do I have to do anything?
Con save.
I do con. Okay.
You do a con save.
DC,
sure. And you are just like activating and making a blinding flash here?
Yeah, I think like the thing hits me and I'm pulling my weapons out because I've just climbed up onto this thing. Immediately a shot comes in and I'll strike the lance that he's got on the side of the griffin and it just creates this blinding flash. I'm still struck by the shot. But hopefully it blinds him.
Sure. I rolled a 12.
So you are now blinded until your next turn.
Heck yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, this flash goes off and blinds the rider.
It's the end of his next turn.
End of his next turn, thank you. As I will do this bleeding eye icon. Okay. Smith, it is your turn. You are 15 feet away from the blue one that just sort of fired at you. There is one nearby as well, about 20 feet from you, and it looks like it has a lance as you sort of take in your surroundings. This one has a lance, exactly.
The red one?
The red one has a lance set and almost ready to charge toward you.
All right. So I think as my shield dissipates, I think what I'm going to do, if this one is aiming towards me, I am going to aim for the rider with my lightning launcher.
Yes.
And I'm going to fire 2 blasts of my lightning launcher towards the rider. Or should I do a chromatic bolt orb? No, I think I'm going to save some spell. We're going to have 2 lightning launcher shots at the rider, the red one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still
okay.
Sort of floating here, your arcane shield dissipates, and then you cast something. You think?
I have another option here.
Okay, and then time stops for a moment as you sort of go through your list of things.
Yeah, I've already said it. I'm gonna go with the lightning launcher.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Sure.
Okay. I already said it. Let's do it.
You fire 2 lightning launches toward
17.
this. 17. You are going towards the rider or the griffin itself?
The rider.
Rider, that hits.
Okay, that's for 4 lightning.
And this is on rider, the red rider. BB gun. This is K.
Second attack is a 13. That's a miss, I'm guessing.
That is a miss.
Yep. And I do get extra damage.
You sure you did 4 damage?
4, yeah,
Okay.
and then I get an extra 1.
Okay. What does this look like as the lightning launcher flies?
It's just like a pulse of like of lightning that blasts out from my gauntlet, from a gem in my gauntlet, and some of the pulse sort of goes a bit erratic, and some of it sort of crackles, and I will deal an additional 1d6 of damage.
Yeah.
So 10 lightning damage.
Okay, so I think as you launch this, it's sort of the lightning launches forward and spirals as it gets close to the half plate armor that these riders are wearing. It then the conductor and it gets sort of attracted towards it as it conducts a lot of the tendrils of these electricity, and then it sort of spiders and crawls up its shoulder and over its armor.
It's probably a little bit like
exactly, just like that.
Now someone clip that and take the sound effect and make it 30 minutes long.
Perfect. Awesome. And exactly. That's exactly. Please take inspiration.
Use sub alert.
Yeah. Yes. All right. Perfect. Anything else on your turn?
I mean, I've done a lot. No, I think that's going to be it.
It's not enough.
I think I'm decent.
Is that all?
Range from everybody right now? Yeah, okay. I think that'll be it.
Sure. As the this rider recovers for a moment, and then they line up their lance, and then with a series of whistles and clicks, the griffin dives toward you. Just looking. As he goes to lance you. It doesn't look good for me. I rolled a 3. As it dives toward you, it's probably going to move past you. So I'm going to put him here. Let me... Oh, Jesus. Our long boy's off the map. As he goes to... Jesus. Oh, this is going to be easier. This was supposed to be easier. As he rolls a 7 and just misses right by you. I think also, Smith, you are able to, as you see this happen, you know he was probably about to charge. And I think during their charge, you launched this lightning at them. And that's what sort of caught mid-charge as this thing, as this griffin and the griffin rider tried to make their swoop or their lance toward you. And you were able to, with that, distract them from actually hitting you. You, of course, with a gliding move, sort of float out of the way as this griffin passes right by you. It is now Jet's turn. I think I just deleted you off the map. I did. Oh my god. Jet, it is your turn.
Okay. We are quite far away, and there's not really anything I can do to help Miss Vasha move, is there? No, I'd have to dig deep. So instead, I see the flash of light from the encounter that Tai is having up towards the northern section of the map, and I'm going to bring out my crossbow, and I'm going to open fire.
Okay.
And shoot the griffin rider.
Okay. Go ahead and make me...
in a way that makes me terrified.
Well, I mean, if you miss, you could hit.
I mean, I suppose.
Well, I sure hope that's a healing crossbow, I say from the back of the griffin as Jet sights me up.
He's just incoherent from how hurt he is right now.
Jet immediately turns to a combat medic from Team Fortress 2.
I close my eyes and fire.
All right. Whoa, you close your eyes and fire. With that is also a critical hit as you rolled a natural 20. As you fire and reduce the armor class of the rider by 1 and deal max damage.
They were also blinded, so it should have been
And they're blinded. Yeah, okay, and it's with advantage. You want to roll, see if you get a 1?
Well, no, it's okay.
Okay.
But, because I closed my eyes, I was figuring if you are going to go, okay, then roll disadvantage.
I should have, yeah.
Anyway, so it's 15 points of piercing damage from my crossbow.
Yeah, okay. 15 points. 15 points. Where is the rider here? Okay. A large hit. Tai, as you sort of do this flash of light, I think as the smoke sort of clears and you sort of pat out the embers that are starting to smolder on your long coat, you look up and there's a bolt just sort of hanging from inside of a seam of the armor as you sort of track and look where it came from, and there's Jet riding a large Varsha, probably about 30 or 40 feet away from you, and he opens his eyes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What? Open your eyes! Yeah, perfect. You did that with your eyes closed? And that is Jet's turn. Jet, could you do anything else? Do you want to do anything else?
It's Vasha! Get us closer! I say, and maybe perhaps in my enthusiasm, I kick my heels.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Slowly moving 5 feet.
Yeah. It's like a large video game model, but moving at the same, running at the same speed, so they're just a lot slower.
Right.
The whole model just moves super slow. Okay. And
Varsha's going as fast as you can, and there's just a cloud going faster than her.
Yeah, exactly. And so it is now the griffin that is not really on the map. That is just to remind me that there is another one, but there is a griffin down making passes, still firing at some buildings. Some of the roofs of some of the nearby spell sails start to catch ablaze as as we start to see Blue Falls starting to erupt in flame. It is Varsha, your turn.
Okay, I move us toward the enemy.
Okay.
5 feet.
5?
I'm kidding. I will do the full 10 feet and use my action to do so. right? Because it's 5 feet of movement I get.
Great question. I don't remember.
Or is it 10
I thought it was
feet
10.
and then-
You can. I'm just going to do this.
Do you have the same thing as I had? Because it was 10 feet for me.
Okay, then if I use my action, it'll be 20 feet.
Yeah,
correct?
if you could dash, you can 20.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Okay, great. And I am
I'll
going to
do this
move you just toward the smith scrum that's over in this direction.
Is that where Jet would like to go? Because Jet is basically
That's true.
driving this.
Driving this Varsha.
As
Just
close
take the-
as possible to our friends as possible.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Where's
There's
Smith?
about 40 feet away from. You're about. This is so weird. You're about 15 feet away from Smith, and about 40 feet away from Smith is Ty and that other one in the distance.
Oh, really?
Healy.
Okay. In that case, yes, I will
Yes.
use quickened, and I will do a bonus action with a spell. I'm gonna do crushing curse, which is 60 feet.
Cool.
There is
Everything
minute.
is within 60 feet of you.
everything is.
Yes.
Everybody is close enough.
45 feet from you is Ty,
Fuck. Okay.
and then 15 to Smith, and 30 to the other two. A lot of this measuring I'm doing, by the way, chat, is down where the sticks are. So if you're like, what the hell is this happening? It's anyway.
Okay. I will do crushing curse then,
Okay.
which is 60 feet, and I'll do it
Cool.
on the red griffin.
And have we seen you do this before? I don't think so. This
Yeah.
is
Yes, I did this last time.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You destroyed
Wisdom
people.
saving throw from that fella.
This one over here, Ty's friend.
The red one,
Oh, the red one. Got it.
not the one Ty's dealing with.
Okay, the red one. Wisdom you save, you said, yes?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, D20. There it is. With a wisdom save, what does this look like as you cast this? Large?
I speak a word of void speech.
Yes. Okay.
So I think, like, it probably... Choose a creature I see within range. If the target can hear you, actually, can it hear me? That's a good question.
It's a great question. Yeah, you're 45 feet away and you're huge. I feel like you can just naturally be louder.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Then in that case, I think it just sounds strange, but I like the idea that only it can hear me. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. You're speaking the spirit
And now
Cthulhu
it
tongue.
will take 1d6 psychic damage.
I
and be
rolled
deafened for a minute.
I rolled an 18.
Oh, then it is good.
Okay.
Then
I just
nothing
wanted to know.
happens.
All right, sweet. So you, as you
Makes a
say
breakthrough.
whatever this is, I think for a moment they just sort of, you see them shake off their helmet, or their helmet shakes as they just try to like knock whatever it is. You do see that it did hear you, or it at least acknowledges and then looks toward you, but it doesn't seem to hold whatever the damage was, or it doesn't seem to be affected by your cursed word. And that's it, yeah?
Gesundheit.
That's it.
Okay, and now Ty, top of the round, it is your turn. You're on top of this one griffin as it is flying around. A shot of slag just fired at you. A burst of cloud, like black powder cloud sort of was in front of you. You then lit your sticks for a radiant blinding, which was probably a bit brighter than you expected it to, because of the particles of that smoke. As those smokes cleared, you do see an arrow or a bolt pierce through that cloud and then hang into a weak point in the armor of the rider that you are just about to do something to. Maybe it's your turn. What do you do?
Hit the rider with stick.
Okay. Normal tie thinks like big tie.
And these are with advantage is still blinded, yeah?
Yeah, he's blinded this round. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
you're
21
a
and
rogue.
20.
Okay. Because the advantage would have been disgusting right then. Okay, cool.
At 24.
You give me the armor classes. What are they? Is it above a 17?
24. Yes.
Right. The one's above a 17 hit.
Cool. So that's 28 bludgeoning damage.
28 bludgeoning. You, I think, and Jet destroyed this guy in the 2 rounds. 28.
Yes.
2, 3. Not quite, actually, as hanging off of the armor is you start to ring the rider's bell as a cacophony of just this gonging happens as you are beating against the half-plate armor of both his helmet and also some of these pauldrons. You all hear this as flurry of sticks from Ty is beaten into this guy. Is there anything else you would like to do? And those are funny words if you scramble them around and make a funny sentence.
No.
Okay. It is this one's turn, this blue one here. It's went past you for a large swoop, Smith, as it's starting to rear its way back around, and as it does, the rider, I think, as it's sort of soaring, or the griffin is soaring like in this banking pattern, the rider is looking up at you with their gun pointed at you, and they sort of fire. They sort of fire because they're out of a pretty large range, but they'll do it anyway. They sort of fire, which looks like this. It is a 16. Does that hit?
It does not.
As a fire happens in your direction, but it seems like the smoke and the slag, up here, either the pressure or the temperature cools the slag down too much before it hits you. I think pellets hit you, but no damage is made, as just sort of like cold sparks sort of pepper you for a moment, but as it doesn't do any damage. The griffin continues to move, I think, in this direction, continuing this banking turn. This one that you are on, Ty, the griffin is going to move. I'm just going to move. Actually, I could probably grab all of you and move you in this direction, which is a little bit far for our map, but I will get it, maybe. There we go. As it sort of rides off for a moment, the rider on the back of this griffin, actually, the rider holds tight as this griffin moves. As it does, the griffin starts to then corkscrew, trying to corkscrew you off of its back. I'm going to need you to make an acrobatics, or I think it would be a dex save.
A dex save?
Or a strength save. If you want to hold on. Actually, it's probably strength save.
Okay.
As this thing goes to do a corkscrew and sort of use centrifugal force to whip you off of its back, you have to grab onto something, whether it is wings, a tail, or some of the straps of this saddle. You need to strength save with a 6.
Wait.
Okay, waiting.
I'm assuming that's a fail.
That is a fail.
I would like to use my Indomitable reroll.
Sure. And where did you get this? Just so I remember and chat remembers. Mostly.
Fighter bullshit.
What you
Fighter
get from
bullshit.
fighter level
Hell
or
yeah.
something.
Hell yeah.
You can
Okay.
reroll a saving throw that you fail. If you do so, you must use the new roll, and you can't use this feature again until you finish a long rest.
Dope. All right. Sweet. So for a second, this thing starts to turn. You go to grab. Your hand sort of slips off of the strap, but you go to reach for another And
I think I completely miss. It inverts. I see it go upside down, but I grab onto another thing.
Yeah.
And as it turns back around, I'm able to kind of.
You're floating for a second, but you're able to grab something. As it then spins back around, you land on its back. Sick. Okay. Smith, it is your turn. Well done. That was dope. I'm actually going to double that movement because.
Because he did a corkscrew.
Yeah, because he did a corkscrew.
Alrighty. So.
Move the camera for a sec. Okay, never mind. That was the worst idea.
Control Z.
Yep, I'm pressing the wrong buttons.
All right. So, Blue looks like Blue is going to swoop in on me next.
Yeah, they're doing this large. If it helps you, Blue is going for a swoop. They're blooping, so they're doing this large swoop curve around as their shotgun is sort of trained on you. The one that has a flag as an icon, the red one, does have a lance ready. Maybe I can make an icon just sort of to differentiate what's happening here. I don't think they have. Let's do this. This little swoopy swirlies mean that it's doing swoopy swirly big curves things, and this one's trying to lance, so it's got like a flagpole out to help sort of signify that it has a lance out. Red is lancing, and this one is going for large curves, trying to shoot you, or large.
I'm just going to turn the lightning launcher again at Blue and try and hit with two lightning launcher attacks.
Sure.
Possibly 3 damages here. Okay. First one. 20.
20 hits.
For 2 lightning damage.
Sure.
And then second one. It's another 20 for another 2. And then an additional...
Third, correct? That you said you wanted to do?
Well, this one is just damage. Okay. I just get extra damage.
Cool.
For an additional 4. So 8 total lightning damage.
Okay.
On the rider.
Once again, between the shots, you're able to launch this lightning. Again, you are able to track the shots so that lead the shots. So it will then meet with the armor, and as it does, just needs to get close enough for the lightning to be attracted to the metal, and that's exactly what happens. It spiderwebs up, and sort of the rider is distracted for a moment, throwing off their shot. Anything else on your turn?
I don't think so. I think I'm going to save the rest of potential options. Okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of keeping an eye on them, so I imagine that I'm just kind of turning as necessary just to keep track of where everybody's going.
Mm-hmm.
But I generally kind of am okay with my position, so I don't think I'm really moving too much.
Okay. This red one is going to... I know I just spent all that time saying that it's got a lance, but I think it's going to take its action to hoist the lance back into its holster, and also then take out the slag launcher again. But this time is going to make its way toward Varsha and jet. It's going to make it here. I think it's, how far are you away now? It looks like you are 15 feet away. This one is going to fire its... Hmm. 15 feet. You're a large creature right now?
Yep.
Okay, so if I was to go within 10 feet, you can hit me. Yeah, I think I'll stay here. As a cough of slag... Actually, that won't happen. He spent his turn swapping weapons. I think the griffin will then... Ooh. It's going to tell the griffin to move. Oh, God, I just picked up everybody over here. He's going to move 5... to here. And I think that is still 15. There's not 15. Okay, interesting. Okay, as... I'm gonna move you for a second. As it sort of makes a large bank around as it doubles the movement and sort of creates a flank over in that direction. Jet, it is your turn. You're 15 feet.
But it didn't pass in through op attack.
It did not pass through op attack. It went around.
Just checking.
Mm-hmm. It went around either underneath or probably not in your same plane because that'd be boring. It probably went underneath or over. I think it went underneath. As it dove, and then it opens up its wings and rises back to almost your same altitude, maybe 5 feet or so higher, but it is now 15 feet as the mechanics tell us, in all purposes of range, 15 feet away from you. Jet, it is your turn. You are still on the back. You are still in the Varsha Papoose of Big V.
Okay. I twist around in my papoose and I shoot at the griffin with my crossbow. For a 12 to hit.
A 12. Are you shooting the griffin or the rider?
I mean, let me roll a d20.
Sure. Yeah, this is a viable jet.
The rider.
The rider. It does miss the rider.
Okay.
As it fires. Roll me a d20.
19.
Okay. It misses the rider but doesn't hit the bird. As the boat sails off into the sky. Anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay. We are going over here to this one.
All my action economy is in here right now, not on the board.
Mm-hmm. On this turn, another... Oh, jeez. On this turn, another cacophony of slag is fired, indicating that another building is being set ablaze down in Blue Falls. Top of the run. Nope, it's not. It's Varsha's turn.
Okay, I would like to lightning lure a griffin that is 15 feet from me.
Yeah, cool. What does this look like?
Oh, it's just that purple. Oh no, it's not purple anymore. It's like void magic. Okay. So it used to be just kind of this purple lightning, but now I think it's actually just smoke that will whip out very quickly. Smoke.
Yeah, cool.
And then kind of wrap around them and then grab them kind of like a whip or a rope or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is this towards this red one?
Yes.
Okay.
Strength saving throw.
Is this towards the rider or the griffin?
The rider. Which is super shitty.
Mm-hmm. It is. I rolled an 8.
Yeah, no. Okay, so it is pulled 10 feet in a straight line towards me and then takes 1d8 lightning damage, and I'm going to drop him.
Give me a... this is interesting. Give me a strength-based Arcana check.
Oh, okay. So you want me to
that'll be your Arcana, but instead of it being... What is it? Wisdom is for Arcana? Use your strength.
Intelligence? Oh, okay.
Use it intelligence?
So use
your strength.
You want me to just do a strength saving throw?
Yes. Are you proficient? Are you proficient in Arcana?
I am.
Are you proficient in strength?
No.
Okay, so
they both have 4.
Give me a strength save plus your proficiency bonus, and that'll work.
Holy shit! So it'll be +5 to whatever this is. 20.
Okay, yeah. So what happens here, as you, the reason why I ask this is the rider is locked into the saddle. So your lightning lure hits, but how much do you pull them? And I think you are able to, with a 20, pull both the griffin and the rider. Otherwise, you just deal a bunch of damage. But instead, you do pull both of them the 10 feet, right? It was 10?
Damn it. Yeah. There's no way for me to just pull the rider? Like with that 20, rip him from the saddle?
If it was a critical, I would say yes.
Okay.
Because then we could do like an added thing, but he's locked in the saddle. Like he's got it. Like his but instead of him getting being yanked and having whiplash, instead you do move both of them closer.
All right.
Which is still not great for him, but yeah. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine. So then he takes 1d8 lightning damage.
Cool. Nice, and that is a full 8.
Okay. Now, Jet, how close do you need to be? You need me to move?
For what in particular?
Your plan.
60 feet. So we are way far.
Let me just double check something.
I like that there's a plan happening.
We could be maybe 10 feet closer to him and we'd be in range.
Holy shit. Okay. Dude, this is sick. Okay, so I did my action, but I still have movement of 10 feet, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to use my reaction to do the aura of gravitas and push this guy away from me 10 feet. I'm assuming that means I don't get an up attack because I'm moving him out of the way, right?
I would. If he's close
You
enough.
would, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're within 5 feet of us now, so I'm pushing him 10 feet so that we can move without both and getting an
I
op.
saw that you had that get sheet.
So I'm going to... Wait, actually, do I have this yet?
I don't know.
I do not have this yet. I don't have this yet. This is next level. Never mind.
Yeah, I was
have it on here
like,
just
hold
so
on.
I
I think
forget.
that was. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I can't do that. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I was also very excited.
That's it then. I think I will move and I will take the op attack.
Okay. You moved it 15 feet to you. It is. I'm sorry. It was 15 feet away and you moved it 10 towards you, so it's gonna actually be. It's gonna be closer than it actually is. Oh god. Oh god. Be 1 square closer. Oh god. Russia, you're giant. God. Oh my god. Okay, and then there we go.
So how close is it with us now?
Because it was 15 feet, you moved it 10. It's now within range for
an op attack.
For an op attack. I mean, it was in range for an op attack for you anyway, but now if you were to move, it would have the opportunity attack, yes. And is that what you're doing?
Yep.
Okay, and where are you moving to?
I'm moving the 10 feet toward Smith and Ty, yep.
Oh my god.
Means I still have my reaction in case they hit.
Oh my god. Russia. There we go. Okay. Okay. And then this is this griffin is going to take the opportunity attack because it's being forcefully yanked toward you.
Who are they taking the attack on?
Varsha.
Okay.
Damn it. I have some bullshit that if they had tried to attack you, I could have interrupted and attacked them.
Well, I'll roll because it doesn't necessarily matter.
No, it's okay.
But
it's okay.
I mean, well, you would be facing them, so it wouldn't be because you just pulled, right? So
I also just pulled them, so it makes sense that they would attack
and
me.
you're facing them. If your back was turned and you did that, then maybe
they're better off trying to hit me.
It's okay. I also rolled an A2, so they would miss as this griffin sort of flails like a cat falling, and how they usually like twist and turn as they're falling. This Griffin sort of does the same thing as it starts to kick and lunge out its claws towards its attacker, but does miss as the lightning lure stops it from making the full contact. Anything else on your turn as you make your way over there?
Nope, that's it for me.
Okay. Top of the round. Ty, it is your turn. You are over here.
Okay. What did I miss anything while I was away? Is this guy still here with me?
The guy's still here with you. For you, you didn't miss much. Nothing changes your state. Varsha pulled the red griffin closer, and then that's it. Then she moved 10 feet toward you for some plan that she has with Jet, and I don't know what it is. I'm very excited about it. But it's your turn.
Okay.
Trying to remember what happened.
Man.
Yeah, it corkscrewed. You just landed back on its back as you recover, and your action starts. Your turn starts.
16 is a miss, right?
Are you attacking?
I'm attacking the guy.
The guy. That is a miss. It clangs off of the armor, but deals no damage.
15 also miss.
15.
Come on, offhand.
Clangs off of the armor.
I haven't got my other thing either. No, okay. Oh, wow. Just ding, dong, just hitting the armor.
Yeah.
Trying to surf on the back of this thing.
I think
He's
also the wind. Yeah, you go to
tiny.
stand up and try to surf, but the wind is buffeting you, and it's hard for you to stay on as it is trying to push you off, which is great because you can just lift your legs up and fly with it, I guess. But anyway, that's what happens.
Yeah.
This is way cool. Okay, cool.
Bluffed it, but yeah, that's the end of my turn then.
Okay.
Hold on for dear life, or continue surfing or whatever I'm doing.
Yeah. Awesome. This blue one back over here is still making these banks, trying to find a hole in Smith's defenses as Smith is sort of doing this like standing turret thing with this lightning launcher as this banking griffin and the rider keep shooting slag toward you, trying to light you ablaze like they are successfully doing down in Blue Falls below. As a cough.
This is the DM's way of just foreshadowing what we will be facing.
Yep, does boy, this is not a good shot. This is a 10. I assume that doesn't hit, as once again, cold pellets just sort of rain and ding off of your armor as you sort of still float there like a badass. And which one's 4? 4, I think, is this one, yes. So this one is going to come back and do another corkscrew again as the rider... Yeah, I think the rider sort of looks back and sees that you sort of landed, looks back, and I think you see they, in the visor tie, you see they sort of smile with their eyes, and as underneath the mask, as it turns around and braces for another corkscrew as the griffin is going to move its double again. Back toward everybody over here. And I don't know if that's a good idea. But anyway, goes back over here. And I need you to make another strength save. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Strength save.
Oof, 10.
A 10. This time, as it goes to do the corkscrew, you get ready, but you are not ready enough as it sort of dances and leaves you behind. Oh, geez. Oh, God. Over here. Okay, Smith, it is your turn.
Let's see. Red and blue have gotten pretty funked up. Orange there has taken a little bit of damage as well. So it looks like we've just kind of spread the damage out, which is rather unfortunate.
As the DM, yes. Yes, you did.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at all of the markings.
Yeah. Rather unfortunate, but they're pretty quick, so not a lot we can do about it, really. Alrighty. I think then what I'm going to do
It's like fighting a militarized flock of cats.
Yeah. All right. How far away is this asshole? Pretty far. I'm gonna move closer to that guy, and my flying speed is 20.
Sure. So, narratively, they are not in that space, but mechanically, if you want to reach that space, you can then deal damage to that person. Like if you want to go down and fight that person, you can. But that is to remind me that there's still a griffin around, but they are on their turn lighting buildings on fire.
Right.
If you want to interact with that, you would probably have to get in like 10 feet of that square if you wanted to, and then you can be narratively down in the fight down here. Or I can just do this. Hold on. Let me make it a little bit easier. I'll just...
So essentially I have to move very far to get out of this combat and engage with that.
Engage with him. Yeah. Here, I'll just do this.
Then,
I'll make him super low to the ground over here on this cliff.
Okay.
That may be a little bit easier.
Let me just see if I've got any stupid long-range spells real quick.
Sure.
90 feet, I think, is my furthest.
Actually, let's keep it a bit longer range.
I could do a magic. Is it 120 feet away?
I think you can. It is. Yeah, it's within range. Yeah, you can totally. For 120 feet, I'll let you magic missile from here.
He's still gonna stay there even if I magic missile him. Okay. I think then we just gotta finish these guys off quick. That's the best bet.
Sure.
Okay. I just wanted to know what my options were. I'm gonna aim then for, because I know that Smith is trying to be tactical as well. So which
I love. It's cool to see.
I will go after blue then, I think.
Okay. Blue once again is doing this large bank around you, still firing shots as you are also sort of trading these shots.
This time though, I'm going to do something different, and I'm sorry because this is probably going to be annoying.
You're going to summon all the wildlife nearby, and I have to...
Going to point with two fingers out towards the rider that is wearing metal armor.
Yeah.
And I'm going to heat metal.
That is annoying. Yeah, okay, awesome.
Are they wearing...
half plate.
They're wearing half plate. Okay, yeah, we're going to aim for the half plate then. Yeah. And what happens with heat metal here, basically at level 2, is you choose a metal object such as a metal weapon or suit of heavy or medium metal armor that you can see within range. You cause the object to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with the object, which I imagine is not only the rider,
the griffin has there is a large saddle, leather saddle that the griffin is between them. It's still hot. The griffin will take half damage, but the guy will take full.
So 13 fire damage from that.
Definitely con save, yes.
When I cast the spell, that's just right off the bat. They don't even get a save for that one.
Okay.
And then until the spell ends, I can use a bonus action on each of my subsequent turns to cause this damage again. If a creature is holding or wearing the object and takes the damage from it, the creature must succeed on a con save or drop the object if it can. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn.
Okay, so I need to roll a con save for the griffin. What does this look like? I think you've done this once before. It was like
you can just see waves,
distortion, and waves of heat.
You can see just like on a hot summer day, you can see the waves of heat just sort of visible from the tips of my fingers out towards this rider. and I'm cooking this guy in his armor.
You totally are. So this, once again, this griffin is doing this bank, and he's looking at you. And as you are holding your hands out, and the lightning then turns into this distortive waves, you start to see smoke and steam, what once was steam, come out from underneath the armor, and then it starts to turn gray and a darker black as it then turns quickly from steam to smoke, as you are quite literally cooking the person, or should I say now the body, that is inside this armor. As it's sort of looking toward you with their gun out, they start clawing at their armor. They drop the gun. The gun falls down in towards who knows where below, as you just sort of see it disappear into the fog or the smoke of the passing smoke from the burning town. As then you look back up, and the body is once again, there's smoke. It's still a bit red hot. The griffin does shriek in pain as it then starts to flap and sort of dash away in like its own panic. But the rider looks to be limp on the back, smoke coming from seams of their armor and their visor as well.
Yeah, I'm just probably just gonna yell out, "This one's down!" As I start to probably focus on the red one.
Okay.
And that'll be it for my turn.
Okay, sick. And the griffin took damage too. Ow. The griffin took... All right. This red one over here toward Varsha. It did switch to the gun. So I'm going to try and get rid of that. And it's going to get close enough, but not too close. Actually, it may just stay far away because you did just...
Should only be like... I only moved 10 feet, so I think it's like 15 feet from me.
Yeah, it was 15 from you, and then you pulled it closer.
And we moved.
Yeah. So I think it may want to not want to be that close, as it's going to lift up a bit here. Or it's going to move a little bit, get a different angle, and fire its gun at you. As I rolled it into that crack in the desk. All right, so this is a 19.
At Vasha or me?
This is at Varsha.
Okay.
You said 19?
Yes.
I will shield.
Okay.
So it does not hit me.
Sure, as you sort of open your hands and a distorted lens of void magic surrounds you for a moment, and almost like maybe as distortive lens happens, and this projectiles of this red hot slag then just gets sucked into some sort of singularity that you opened up for a moment, as it dissipates, as your shield is dope. Okay, anything else on my turn? It's me. I'm the one talking. It's my turn. This is... They are going to... move down here. I'm just trying my best to keep these things moving. Okay. Jet, your turn.
Okay. I suppose all I can do is return fire at the person who just attacked Vasha, so I'll do so with my crossbow.
Sure.
In fact, I'm going to reach into a scabbard and pull out a gunblade from that one time where Ty went all...
and you got a gunblade.
Yes, and I'm going to shoot them with it.
Okay.
For 13.
You have 6 shots in that gunblade, by the way.
Okay.
So you don't win. You need to have ammo. All right, cool. 13 does not hit.
I put it back. Useless technology. And
okay. You take it out for a moment. You get cocky. You fire and go. Never mind. I'm going back to my crossbow. All right, cool. And anything else? No?
No, that's my turn.
Okay. Over here. It is the top of the round. Ty, it is your turn. In the distance, though, fire is looking up at some more of the buildings.
Well, there is absolutely nothing I can do about that.
That's okay. I'm sure that'll be fine.
For now.
Yeah. People of Blue Falls are very forgiving.
Well. Yep. I'm finished spinning around through the air, I think.
Yes, and so it just corkscrewed. It left you sort of tumbling for a moment, but you regain your orientation as you are able to, much like being tumbled in a riptide or so, right? The waves sort of clear, and you take a moment to find where the surface would be, but you find where, I guess, the surface of the ground would be as you orient yourself and see where your friends are, and the creature that just left you flying is about 25 feet away from you.
Close enough. I'm firing 2 arrows at the rider on a 26 and a 20.
26 and a 20 both hit the rider in yellow or orange.
21 piercing damage.
31
2 arrows. 21.
21. As the corkscrew happens, you adjust yourself. The thing the griffin starts to then right itself. The rider pulls on the reins, looks back at you, and as it does, that is the most unfortunate time for it to have done that, as 2 arrows sail into 2 parts of the armor. I think one right in the neck and then one in the side. And a fire of this slag shotgun fires. It doesn't go anywhere. A puff of black smoke and a cough of sparks as well. But as the smoke's clear, the rider is dead. The griffin, riderless. Cool. There is still a armored body on it. But there is no rider.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like at an angle as well. Like my legs are at a 70-degree angle. I'm like,
yeah,
because I like it.
Hell yeah.
It doesn't make sense that everyone is upright.
Yeah, there you go.
And does it cause the griffin? Does it carry on?
Hard to say. It just happened.
Yeah. Okay.
So we don't really know where the griffin's going just yet.
All right.
But
that'll be the end of my turn. I mean, there's not much I can do about it anyway. So I'm just gonna glide here for a moment.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed Varsh's turn, didn't I? No, I didn't. Did I?
No. I went.
You went? No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, because I did 1 when 1 means fire, and I did the fire, and then I went to Ty, so I missed you completely. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, I will.
Spellwind happens, and somewhere Sykes is turning on his weird
away
machine,
is the red one?
and we go back in time for a second.
How far is the red one from me?
The red one is 20 feet from you.
Okay. Oh, but how far is Smith?
Smith is 5 feet
and
from you.
Ty.
Well, looks like Smith is... This is so weird to be doing it like this. Smith is 15 feet from you.
And Ty? And is he falling?
Ty is not falling.
Okay.
Ty is sideways on an angle.
35 feet.
Yeah, 35 feet from you.
Perfect. I twin spell haste.
I'm doing
on
one of these
Smith
again.
And Ty.
All right, moving camera. Keep moving. All right, you're doing what?
I'm going to move my 10 feet toward them, and then I am going to twin spell haste on both of them.
Both your friends?
Yep. That'll be Smith and Ty now have haste, which is your speed is doubled, you gain a +2 bonus to AC, and you have advantage on dex saving throws, and you gain an additional action on each of your turn. Here,
Thank you. I'm going to give you all wings on your characters to remind us that you're being hasted. Ty, you aren't blinded. I don't know why I had that.
Boom, bitch.
That's right, boom, bitch. Everyone's.
And we're from Philadelphia.
Yep, and you were the Philadelphia Flyers. Nicely done.
That's a hockey joke.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought it was a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air joke.
Wow.
Wow.
Canadian now. You have to know these jokes.
And that is Varsh's turn, right? You hasted anything else on your turn? Bonus actions?
Nope.
Okay. And then Ty went. This one is going to go. This blue one doesn't have a rider anymore, so I should definitely indicate that. Okay, so this griffin hold, please. Entire handout of Griffin tactics that I forgot to read. This is
The Griffin respects our power and decides to join forces.
That's it. That's what it says right here, right in this little handout I found of Griffin tactics. So the Griffin is going to make this Griffin is going to double its movement. North. So that means 1, 2, 3. Is going to move to here as it sort of it stops and actually no, it wouldn't, because it's hurt, so it's not going to go north, but it will double its move this way as it was moving in that direction. It's going sort of towards the smoke, not in the smoke yet, but making its way toward Blue Falls. It is going to do that. Oh, and I deleted it from the turn order. I love it when I do that. Perfect. And now it's this other griffin's turn, this orange one here. And this one's now riderless as well. This one is not in pain, so it is going to flee north. Smith, it is your turn.
Right. So, are they all riderless now?
No. So as you take a look around, there is the red one still has a rider. The blue and the yellow or the orange one do not have a rider. They are riderless. And then there's still the one rider is still lighting blaze.
I think as I'm, my Street Fighter pose is a little bit faster now. It's like double speed. I'm going to probably yell, I'm going to start heading down.
Okay, right, because you're hasted. Perfect.
Super Street Fighter mode. Instead of just normal Street Fighter.
Exactly.
And I'm going to take basically a dash action to fly down to
this other griffin.
And head. Yeah. So,
Sure.
What is the bullshit with haste again? It's
a great question. Let's take a look.
I forget what it is. Is it double speed?
Dumble speed is the newest.
Additional action on each of its turns. So it's just going to be dash. So that's 60 feet of movement. And I'm just aiming myself down that way.
Yeah. I will let you get there to fight it next round.
All right.
However much you want to do that, you can. You can get close enough this round if you want to fire something, just for that, because you are hasted and everything. So,
okay. Well, then instead of 60 feet, I will go 40, I guess, and then I will fire off.
Well, you're hasted, so you get an extra action, right? So you could spend your haste action and move the double. And then you'd still have an action for free.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I'm using my basically last action here to magic missile at 3rd level at the rider.
Sweet.
So this should be 4 darts.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. So that is 10 force damage.
Okay. One. Okay. As you do, the explosions of the force, you see Tossle and Nudge.
It's got to be that guy's name now. This is Nossel, the Griffin Rider.
Nossel, the Griffin Rider. You see Nossel, Sir Nossel, the Griffin Rider, get budged around as jostled is the word I was looking for. Gets jostled around as the force damage hits and rattles him. And also the armor on the back of this griffin, or the armored person, then falls limp. There is still the rider, of course, but as if a rider or a knight that has been lost a lance or lost a jousting competition that sag back as they sort of are still locked into place is what's happening here, as the armor is sort of being dragged into the space or through this area or through the top of these rooftops of this now uncontrolled griffin. So there are now 3 uncontrolled griffins flapping about. But this red one still has a rider, and they are going to spend their turn looking around and assessing. And unfortunately, an investigation of 4 and or perception of 4 isn't going to tell him much about what's happening. Bonus actions for him, nothing, but the griffin will continue flying. It's going to fly in this pattern here, Varsha. I don't know if... I think you do get an attack for opportunity, because it was within 10 feet of you, as the griffin just sort of flies, and I think as it gets closer, and as the rider on the back you see gets closer, he's sort of looking around, trying to check in or see where the other riders are, as he sort of visually takes note, but the griffin still rides right by you. You have a free shot if you'd like to take it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I figured.
And this is the red griffin?
This is the red griffin, yeah.
How healthy does the rider look?
That is hard to say from this.
They're in armor and
They are in armor. You may spend your turn doing a medicine check, and I can let you know.
Nah.
Yeah. No one ever wants to take me up on that. Okay.
Nope.
Uh-huh.
I'm not wasting a turn on that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I am going to.
That's why I say it. How do they look? You want to use a skill? All right, perfect.
Varsha's Vengeance, this fucker, because I have Battle Mage or whatever the feat is, which allows me to, when it's an op attack, I can just do a spell instead of a physical attack. So boom. Intelligence saving throw, please.
Intelligence saving throw. Intelligence is a 19.
Oh, it beats it.
Okay.
Oh, but that's okay because it still takes half, I think. Let me check. I think that's why I picked this one.
Just does it.
Failed save. Target takes 3d6 and can't take a reaction till the end of its next turn. On a successful save, half as much damage.
Yeah.
Perfect. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Physically lash out at a creature. 3.
Rounded down. I rounded down instead of up. I don't know if we round down or up.
Wasn't it already rolled above? So it's 4?
Oh, yep. That works.
Yep, it's 4.
You're correct.
Thank you. Wowee, Varsha. That is just what you needed. How do you kill the last rider using Varsha's Vengeance as it's sort of riding by you, trying to check the scene and take a look and maybe call, I think, for some more of the riders. I think you hear clicking as well as maybe even a command or something as this last rider sort of swoops by you.
Yes, because I have to physically lash out as well. So I think I swing my sword.
Yeah.
Do I have my sword out? Yeah. No, I don't, because I'm flying Peter Pan style. So I think I actually just make a lunge for this, and I make a gesture like I'm trying to maybe grab at the back of their neck and rip them off of the griffin. And I think that's what I think I'm just thinking about that, and then because it's a psychic attack, so I think he just knows.
And
I'm
as you do, I think as they pass by you, as they pass by, you see from the back of them, they grab their head for a moment and just sort of like they take the helmet off and just sort of like hold their hand, and you don't see their face or anything, but they hold their head in their hand as then they tense up and then fall limp as well. Another riderless griffin is now sort of uncontrolled in the area. It is now your turn, Jet.
Okay, so all the human riders are done now.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
The remaining griffins, what do they look like? Are they hostile? Are they coming towards us? Are they?
They don't look hostile yet. The one that, if you are looking around, you can see that this one, the one in blue, up towards the up in this direction, everyone, up there is. It looks like it sort of doubled its speed, or in a panic, and in a screech of pain. Flying away rapidly. It also looks like this one is flying toward the north. It just sort of banked and then is now making its way north, not necessarily in any pain. And you look back toward the town to see where that one is, and it's hard to say if that one has a rider or not, but Smith just launched these magic missiles toward it. The one in front of you, it's hard to say. It just happened, so we don't know what it's going to do next.
In which case, I shall hold my turn until, well, I suppose a griffin makes a hostile move on Varsha.
Yeah, in all senses, they are they're acting like wild animals right now. None of them are. They're not attacking you just yet, but they are sort of, and I think you could probably see that they are sort of acting on their own survival. Whether or not that is to attack you, or that is to retreat, or that is to land. But right now that is sort of what's happening. They don't really know yet. They're sort of figuring out their next move.
If I
as
see
well.
one fly towards Vasha and I shall open fire with my crossbow.
Sure. Okay.
Within 10 feet.
Okay.
And I speak out to Vasha saying, we should regroup with Smith. We're a bit far away. I think we've done this. And that's my turn.
Okay. The one over by you, Smith, is at this point you see the griffin that you did the 4 bolts of force of these the 4 bolts of force damage from the magic missile. Just they all sort of arc out, much like in the Mandalorian when he shoots that rocket and like that whistly happens. That happens here. Spoilers. That happens here as your magic missiles fly out. This barrage of force damage, of course, knocks out and kills this rider. But I think the griffin uses the diving momentum of this to then land on the city streets. As it's just people have sort of cleared out. There is a griffin now riding and running through the streets, and it doesn't necessarily attack or hurt anyone, but it is trying to regain its control and trying to like figure out. I think it starts to buck around, not unlike a wild horse. But I think it's trying to get whatever this uncomfortable feeling is of probably this hurt person off of its back. As it, I think it's going to spend its turn doing that. Let me see if it is able to.
It's basically just somebody leaning and pulling in one direction.
It's like trying to get them off their back. Of course, people are screaming in town because of what they're seeing in front of them. A dead sworn rider and this wild griffin to them. This wild griffin. Unfortunately, though, with what's the griffin's stats? The griffin is able to buck, and as it does, I think it jumps up like it goes up a street lamp and then lurches, and then as it does, I think you hear I think one of the legs come undone off of the saddle. And the griffin then finds flight again, and as it does, the body slumps into a crowd down below as the griffin takes to the skies once again without a rider on its back. It is now Varsha's turn. Not going to skip it this time.
Yay! Okay.
In front of you, there is a riderless griffin. To your north, there is a riderless griffin.
How far is the riderless griffin, the red one?
The red one. It is as many squares away as these little guys. One is 25 feet from you.
Too far. Jet has asked for us to get closer to Smith.
Too furious.
I just realized we haven't been doing Arcana checks. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. I've also forgot to. That's all right.
I have just been using physical weapons.
Oh, yeah, we don't have to
do them for
attacks. Yeah, we don't have to do them unless you roll a critical or whatever. Arcana happens if I rolled a critical failure on my saves versus your spells, then that was when it would work, or a critical save.
Yeah, but I would be doing them for my shields.
Your shields. Oh, true. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I will go ahead and do the dodge or whatever action so that I can, not dodge, but the other one, so that I can move the
dash
20 feet towards Smith.
Okay.
Jet has asked me to do this.
Towards Smith, correct. Or Ty.
Right, Jet? You want me to go towards Smith or Ty? I think Ty can get on this riderless griffin.
Right. I mean, at the moment, as long as we're close together, it does not matter. But it looks like Smith is the only one who is currently in combat, no?
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
So that's why we should go ahead and regroup and help him out.
All right. So I will move 20 feet towards Smith.
Okay.
That is my action.
As we flip you this way. Perfect. As you're going in that direction. Okay, Ty, it is your turn.
I will... this one is flying around.
Yeah, this one it just
Kinda
got
flying around.
like unseated, I guess. From its the rider was just unridered, so it is hard to see what it's doing right now. But it just happened. The rider just died.
Okay. I will dash.
But it is facing that direction, and it was moving in that direction.
I'm dashing 20 feet towards it. I won't risk.
Okay.
I'm going here, I think. Am I going there, or am I going... Where am I going? Which one? Which square am I in?
Great question. It's 25 feet from you.
Okay, well, I can get within 5 feet of it. So,
Yes.
there you go. That's easier. So, yeah, I'm going to there. Your pan flying through the air.
Yep. Just thinking of a happy thought. And what is Ty's happy thought?
I probably steal
That's for the
one
Patreon. That's from the Patreon player.
Varsha.
Oh, okay, never mind. You told them. Never mind. Okay.
No, I mean, I didn't. I said I steal one from Varsha, so they've still got to come up with something.
Perfect. All right. So, anything else, or you just dashed, right? Any bonus actions?
I think that's all I can do. Yeah, that's
Okay.
me done.
Okay. This blue one is in pain and is going to continue moving. Oh. This blue one vanishes from the battlefield as it sort of disappears into the smoke, as it sort of makes a bank toward north. Northeast. And it is now this one's turn. This one is going to do the same thing. This one, for those who are watching the camera, this one is also going to disappear from the battle as well, as it then disengages and flies northeast. This red one here is going to, I think, make a bank. To there. And Jet, it is your turn.
Okay, so nothing has come my way yet. Correct.
Correct.
All right. And Smith is fighting that creature he's facing or not?
So now as you are making your way on Varsha's back and you're making your way towards it, you can see, and it starts to focus a little bit, and you pass through some of the smoke, that there is a griffin that just sort of bounded around like a wild bronco way in the distance on the street, and then it took to the air. You also saw a figure fall off of the back of that griffin, and Smith is also just sort of floating nearby and hasn't landed on the street yet. Smith is not engaged in any sort of fight, as you can see right now, but the wild griffin is now riderless and has taken to the sky again.
Okay, then similar fashion, I hold my turn for my crossbow to open fire on the griffin if it gets within 10 feet of Smith. If it seems like it's attacking him, I'll let open fire. Otherwise, it's riderless. There's no point.
Sure. Okay. This griffin that is now just riderless and started to bound around is going to kick off of a nearby building. The building rafters, it's burning, and it snaps, and as it does, a pile of embers rattle from the roof as they sort of crowd screams nearby as the griffin kicks off and with its large wings blow a gust of this smoke and debris from the rubble of this once building, as it uses that to push off toward the northeast and make its way away from the smoke and away from the fight. Is there anything that you'd like to do, Smith, to stop that from happening? Otherwise, it's going to retreat.
So I know that this would work, but I don't think Smith would know that this would work.
Okay.
There's an actual firefighting technique that is used by certain fire departments of placing basically steam in a situation of a fire to actually put the fire out. And I have a fog cloud spell, but I don't think Smith would know that.
I don't know. I think maybe Smith would. Smith is good at crowd control. Like, Smith has been trained as like a
but he's not a fireman.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, has Smith ever had to deal with this sort of thing in Evervale?
I think he's more...
Smith is the main fucking character in Backdraft. He just fucking goes in, creates the fire, and leaves.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. I usually walk with the fire behind me.
Yeah, okay. That's for the marked and stuff to deal with. Yeah, okay, cool. They create water, you create fire.
Yeah. So I don't think that's really
okay.
I don't usually like fire and I don't like to use it, but I have. I think what I would do instead is I would try to use Thunderwave.
Wow, Myth, I was thinking the same thing, but I didn't want to say it.
I will use Thunderwave to try and put out the fire.
Sure, I love that.
So I think I will try to position myself as close as I can without being directly injured by this fire. And I will try to use basically concussive force like I did when we were in the forest to try and put out the fire.
Yeah, as you sort of approach one of these burning buildings, or at least where this bird just sort of, or this griffin just bound off of, and this rubble is falling, and these embers, you then go ahead and you start to then use this concussive force of Thunderwave. And do you have to roll anything? I don't know. I don't remember. It's a cantrip, right, Thunderwave?
It is level 1.
Level 1.
Yeah, level 1. This would be coming from my armor. And there is typically a saving throw that happens with this.
Sure. Let's see if I roll anything. Okay, I did not. So it's a DC 16. I did not roll a 20 or a 1, so it does work still. But the Arcana, the Arcane Breeze, the Spellwind, does not interfere with this. As you, this distortive wave of concussive energy then snuffs out the flames. What's left is replacing the flames where they were is now just smoke and these embers. And as the smoke starts to right itself, for a moment it was sent askew and almost sideways as your concussive force pushed it back. But now you've snuffed out the flames of this building. And to represent that, I'll do that over here on this camera, or on this building. Sweet. It is Varsha's turn.
Okay.
And that'll be your turn, Smith, when we get to your turn. Sorry about that. We just sorted that out of order.
Boy, I would love to try to help put the fire out.
Okay.
The fire isn't magical, right?
These are not magical flames, no.
Okay. Oh boy. How far are we from the ground?
You are...
Also, don't forget, Ty and Smith have had 2 actions. You've been hasted. I haven't been listening.
Oh yeah, you'll get an extra action on your turn, Smith. But
okay.
Yeah, that'll count, where that concussive energy will have counted as your haste action. How about that? It was just sort of out of turn. You are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are 40 feet in the air.
Me?
Or
wait, math? Yeah, you're 40 feet in the air.
40 feet in the air. Oh, perfect. Okay.
We're at 40 feet from... You are much higher in the air if you were to fall. But you're 40 feet from the plane that is 0, and 0 is going to be where Smith is, the street level of Blue Falls. If that makes sense.
I will summon Construct.
Okay.
Which is so fucking awesome.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to need some science nerds' help here.
Okay.
I think I want to make it out of clay.
Okay.
And then instruct it to put the fire out.
For the spirit of a construct, it manifests in an unoccupied space that you can see within range. The corporeal form uses construct spirit stat block. Well, that's cool. Let's go look what the hell that is. Construct. I think I already have a narrative thing here in my brain about this.
Okay.
Without even looking at this, but I'm going to take a look at it and see, and I will veto it if I... Cool. I don't necessarily have ever looked at this construct spirit, but I'm going to use the stats. So what I think happens here, and do you know what you're doing? Question for Varsha. Has Varsha ever casted this? Does Varsha know what she's doing when she...
Nope.
No, not at all.
She has no idea.
What is going through her mind when she casts this spell? We obviously know what
people
PB
are going to die. Yeah.
And
so I think Varsha is just panicking. She looks down and is like, I cannot stop this fire from happening. I don't know what to do. I need help, probably is what she's thinking. And then the construct is birthed from the ground. And then it listens to her. I think she's just as surprised as everybody else if they're watching.
Slight change to the narrative here.
Yes.
As you summon the construct spirit, it is a mote of energy, whether that is from the Spellwind itself, whether that is summoned through a distortive lens of the void. It could be a mixture of the two as you sort of ask for help and you sort of throw your hands out and this weird distortion, a singularity happens, and then this small mote of arcane energy just sort of permeates in the area, much like a plasma ball in one of those globes. It's sort of like looking for things to grab onto and be conductive with as it sort of floats around. But this is sentient. It, as the tendrils sort of look around for something to grab onto, you are still away from the buildings and the rubble here. But as you summon this construct spirit, it floats towards the ground, and as it does, the first couple of things that the tendrils of lightning or arcane grab start to then pile it onto itself, like a some sort of hermit crab or like an octopus building its own like armor. That's what happens here as this moat starts to then build this automaton out of rubble and brick and stone and even clay nearby. As next round, during this round, you are going to be, this thing is going to build itself into a golem.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think rubble of such. Yeah.
I think the command then is to just like save as many people as possible. So I think instead of trying to put the fire out, since it's made of stone, it's just gonna like grab people and bring them out of the fire.
Sure. Okay. Dope. And let's go to Ty. Ty, what do you do? There's a griffin next to you on no rider.
That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, okay,
ideally.
Figured.
Oh, I can get to it. I sort of just swim through the air as fast as I can, grabbing onto this thing's reins. It doesn't have a person on it, right? I don't know if to detach.
There is no. You do need to detach a body, but it is.
Oh, that's what I'm doing.
Up a latches.
Detach a body.
Like,
I check below me that it's not just going to land on an orphanage or something. And
the only orphanage out of Blue Falls is right underneath it. So yeah,
it seems to move underneath you as you try and find it.
Yes, you're trying to find a better place. The whole orphanage also scoots. Of course. And as you drop the body, it's almost like it's looking around to catch it. You unlatch, and the body slumps off into a pool of water below.
It's right next to a building of newborn puppies.
Exactly. Oh my god! She's
giving
birth. There's 13 of them. Oh, what happened? Oh, what?
Attempt to gain control of this thing, knowing full well that I'm not the greatest
Smash
griffin rider of all time.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a animal.
That's my sister's username.
Animal handling.
Wow,
that's great. Okay. Go ahead and make me a strength save as it goes to Corkscrew again.
18.
All right. It does corkscrew.
Thank God.
And it does like this. It does like this bounding corkscrew where it's trying to throw you off, but instead of it banking like it usually does, it's banking like inverted to use that centrifugal force to launch you off. You are sort of used to when it sort of lowers its head and the pin feathers or whatever on the back of their neck start to go flat. You know it's about to dive. You've done this 3 times now. As you of read that and you grab a hold and does a much harder turn this time to throw you off. It does not though, but you are able to hold on still. Smith, it is your turn.
What a fucking badass.
Yeah, it was dope. There is a fire in front of you. You just... Now there's no fire in front of you. You still have the rest of your action, by the way. So that was just your haste action, but now you have your full turn.
Yeah, I'm going to head to the next nearest place that I can potentially reach. I don't know if I can reach, like, over there or something.
Sure you can, yeah. As you start to look around and you turn to, you see hitting the ground next to you is this like plasma ball. Tendrils of lightning start rolling, and as it does, it starts to pick up these pieces of rubble and starts to stack it on itself as it then grows legs, and these 2 legs and these haunches. It's then now there's a golem of stone and rubble next to you as it sort of looks at you and then starts to make its way towards the crowd nearby.
Do I have any idea what this is? I imagine I don't.
I don't think you do.
I don't think I've seen Varsha do this before. So I think this is part of the attack.
Well, yeah, of course.
Nobody has said anything to me. I don't even know if heading for the crowd.
Hers yet, She's just like, somebody help me.
I'm going to attack
it looks like void energy. Yeah. It looks like what I've been using.
It does sort of have this accretion rim lighting that makes it look like a void magic. But yeah, make a roll.
I'll make a roll. Arcana?
I respect anything you do here. If it is, I want to attack it or I want to let it go, whatever, it all makes sense to me. Arcana, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, 16.
16.
Yeah, this is definitely void magic to you.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, and I start rushing towards it. I'm like, wait a minute.
As you get closer, you start to inspect, and
I'm shaking my head. I think that looks like void magic. I don't know what the hell that is.
It has the same birthmark as Varsha.
It has these rubbly ember eyebrows that send, like, as you sort of get close to it, they sort of relax and flex like it's worried as you get close. And I think that's what makes you sort of stop for a second and then start to inspect and realize that it is void magic.
Yeah, I don't think I can cast another thunder wave, right?
You have an extra action.
Right.
And you use that extra action to cast Thunder Wave. So why wouldn't you be able to use your primary to cast Thunder Wave?
Well, it's a level 1 spell. I just didn't know if I can cast 2 level 1 spells like that.
I think you can if you in my brain, I would say you'd be able to if someone gives you an extra action to.
Okay. I will then.
YouTube will let us know.
Yeah, I will then head towards the to the.
It says actually, hold on. I don't mean to derail your awesome double spell, but I'm pretty sure it says what you can use it on. 1 second, I'm on it. Boom, 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 boom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can use, this action can only be used to take the attack, one weapon attack only, dash, disengage, hide,
object,
or use an object action.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I can't do another spell.
Right.
You can
yeah, I guess I'm just going to position myself to cast this.
Oh, you're good. Thank you.
As soon as I can. I'm just going to start like getting my armor ready to cast.
Take inspiration. Again. How dare you apologize?
Oh, thank you.
Take that. All right. Sorry. What were you saying?
I'm just getting myself in position towards the next fire.
Yeah.
To try and get ready to put it out. I'm just getting ready. So you can hear my armor sort of like building up this percussive sound. This bass is rolling.
Okay, so as you are all making your way to the ground and trying to help beat down this fire, whether it is in concussive blasts or a golem trying to help and pick up people out of the way. As buildings start to fall, the golem starts to then act as a pillar in its place to try to make sure people can then run to safety before letting it crumble onto them as they burst out of a burning building and then try to help other people. We will take this moment to just go over to Ty and see what you're doing with this griffin, Ty. And then we will check back in with everybody.
Mumbling under my breath. I fucking think I have to find out. See, what did they say to me on the ship? I'm like desperately trying to remember when we had the griffins previously. And what was the goblin's name? Who was looking after Wrinkle? Wrinkle kept telling me all this stuff, what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to look after these things, what they respond well to. Like, you need an apple in your hand or you need a sugar cube hidden in your pocket or whatever, but I don't have those things. And so I'm just trying to remember what he was
in a small
telling
pocket
me.
or a pouch somewhere, but
Apple, I ain't got nothing like that, have I? So
trained for a series of clicks and whistles, so if you can't click, then you're fucked. Can you click, Ty?
and then I just like
Click. I said click.
all I do is just pull on the reins. Just go this way.
Yeah, perfect.
And then I attempt to do
All right.
the thing.
Okay, and you just yank. All right, go ahead and give me another with advantage. You have an 18 so far.
Oh. I have advantage. It's amazing.
Yep.
I was actually trying to not give myself advantage because I feel like Ty wouldn't really commit this to memory that well, and he wouldn't have like prepared a sugar cube or anything like that.
And I'll give you double advantage if you got a sugar cube. All right, yeah. So with an 18, you're able to yank this into control. The bird, I think, screeches in I don't know the word.
In Griffin.
In Griffin. And as it tries to, in conflict or whatever, as it then, yes.
I'm sorry, I know you said Ty wouldn't commit it to memory, but Varsha did. Like, Varsha was part of the Sworn, so maybe you just pull it from her. Just helping narratively, I'm going to show her.
Yeah, absolutely not aware of it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just mean the audience will know. If this were a movie, they'd be like, oh, holy shit.
Yeah, there'd be like a sound effect.
No,
that
you're
sounds
good.
Like the
as
force
you are
is
able
being
to
used.
reel this griffin into control. The griffin, it takes a little bit, but the griffin does, after some time, able to reel it into control as you start to then turn and bank this griffin back toward the town. There is flames overhead that are licking from one building to another. Down below, as you're making your way toward the street level, there is Varsha now just starting to land. There is Smith concussive blasting these buildings and snuffing out the flames. As also there are buildings and there's this large construct that is like helping and moving people away, almost like a grovelly vocal of it trying to talk and tell people to move as it is trying to help everyone out. But to see what happens after the fight of Blue Falls, we will have to wait until after break. We'll be right back, everybody.
Very day.
The smoke and a combination of steam bellows through and hangs low here on the mesa of Blue Falls. The massacre, the siege, the fight of Blue Falls has ended, as the forces of Wyvern have either retreated or have been defeated. During your time in the sky, The civilians of Blue Falls were able to defend themselves, and the scouts were as well. But at a cost. A lot of the buildings here are in ruin. Flames have now since turned to steam as many people here in Blue Falls are doing what they can to divert more destruction after this disaster. You, Ty, make your way with some struggles, but this wild griffin, or at least this,
yeah, over there.
This griffin makes its way and lands. There is a trotting or a gallop that then slows to a trot and then a walk, and then it stops as you all meet in the streets. There is smoke and steam bellowing through. There are people who are crying and worried and panicking anxiously as they're trying to figure out what to do next. As you recover, as so does the town. There is a large construct nearby, pushing and digging through various bits of rubble and pulling people out. What do you do?
I think I'd be more interested in like the high danger situations. So I would be checking on the switchback, as I know that was another area where the invasion of this town was happening.
Sure.
So I'd probably be yelling to the rest of the group like, "I'm gonna check the hill."
Okay.
Okay.
Do you all let Smith go by himself?
I'm still riding Evasha, no?
Still, no, I think you've probably dismounted Varsha. Varsha, you are
I'm
still...
small now, right?
Yeah, I think
Or
you
I'm
are...
back to normal.
Yeah, I think you're back to normal as well. I think enough time has gone by.
Normal size
for
V.
this. Yeah, normal V. As you back to normal Varsha.
Okay.
As Smith says, I'm going to go check the hill, and then sort of gets ready to dip off by himself.
Are there other places that we would need to check that we would know of when we were originally making our planning? Because I'd go with him unless it's like he's going to go check this thing and we should go check a couple of other places
Yeah.
to assist.
Sure. There are plenty of other places. You could check the Upflow Inn. That is also a place because you were there. Oh, there was also that guy in the Upflow Inn that you left there. That would that would be a thing to check if you would like to. There was also the residential neighborhoods as well. But as you, I'm trying to remember what the. Gotta go look at my notes. Blue Falls. Yeah, Smoke Row was where the steam vents of, and through the cracks and fissures of the upflow underneath would let out puffs of smoke every once in a while and sulfur. But here, Smoke Row is in worse conditions than probably a lot of the other places here, and that could be because of the natural gases that sort of leak through Smoke Row. There's like this now, without getting you too excited, there could be like a Silent Hill sort of eternal smolder effect here that's happening in this neighborhood because of the natural gases that were already in there, of course. Yeah, and as you head there, you do start to see that there are buildings that are hard to tame the fire from because the continual embers that are still being fed from the gases below. It is
I try to help put out the fires then, or do whatever they need.
Of course. Go ahead and give me a check. Give me an Arcana, because you also are controlling a construct. How long is this guy out for? An hour? Okay.
May I use my inspiration for this?
Of course you can.
I think Marsha would want to help people.
Oh, yeah.
16.
Okay. And you and both the... you're going one way, and Smith is also going another, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As you fan out, you head towards Smoke Row with this rubble golem behind you. What is everyone else doing? You just landed, Ty, with this griffin? When I say just, I mean maybe you've been around for a bit. Time is weird right now as we move forward. I think about an hour has gone by, enough time for Varsha to get out of her large form, but also not enough time for the golem to have crumbled into nothingness again. So we're in that sort of like maybe around 40 minutes or so has gone by. So Ty, you may have been
Jet
around
can
for
just
a bit.
dismiss at
That's
any
true.
time.
Yeah,
so if
that's
you
also
want, we
true.
could have
Yeah.
just landed.
Just landed. Sure. Just landed, dismiss. And then, so you just land. What happens?
Is the fighting over? There was a before we took to the skies, there was a massive battle happening.
There was. Since you were fighting, there seems to be a retreat happening, or at least in the square that you are in, seems to be clear. Smith, jumping to you for a second, you check the hill. And as you look down the switchback, so you check with some of the scouts there, some of the archers that you've tactically placed with some of the others before, some of them have fallen. One of the ballistas is out of commission. It looks like the string has been severed and is on fire, and the trebuchets are intact. The good news is the Wyvern forces are retreating, and you can see that in the distance.
Okay. I think checking on the hill, making sure that they are in retreat, I will rush back probably to the group to find everybody and help with anything that they are looking to do here.
I think I'm actually being bandaged up.
Okay. Sure.
Because I had a couple of pretty nasty wounds, so I'm probably sitting somewhere smoking.
Yeah.
If I notice, I rush to
smoking.
help because that's what I am here for.
I think that's probably
Well,
exactly what happens.
I've been doing. Yeah, I'm
you
being
start
bandaged
bandaging
up by
yourself,
you,
and
like
then
normal. I'm just there, like.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I intervene and I assist Ty with his injuries.
Sure.
And I believe for this, I'm not going to go the magical route. I'm going to assess his injuries with a medical check and then use what I call, heal as healing. So 1d6 plus 4 to heal him. And he can roll for it himself.
Oh. 1d6 plus 4. 9.
Okay. As
Okay.
the gentle touch of Jet, gentle spelled with a D and a J, as you are able to help bind, and I think Jet pulls out maybe like these soaked bandages that are maybe in some sort of tonic or something that Jet has created, and starts to then wrap them and in place of just the dry bandages you were using, which gives you the 9 hit points of recovery.
How bad is he looking other than that?
How bad are you
9
looking?
points of healing.
I'll survive.
Okay.
Okay. Would you like to do a medicine check, Jet, to get a better answer?
Sure. Okay.
All right. Brad and Ty are hard to read here, so.
All right. In that case, a medical check. There we go.
18.
18.
31 of 41.
40 was 100.
If 40 was 100%.
Okay.
All right. Well, it should have to do for now because I am almost low on reagents.
Where's Varsha?
Oh, she's just over there. Unless, of course, she's...
Nope, as he points over, you see that I'm helping get people out from... Oh, wait, you can't see me because there's like Silent Hill fog.
Uh-huh. Yeah, she
I'm
has
helping people.
disappeared into the residential neighborhood of Smoke Row, where Selbray's estate was, where you all were staying too. We were staying up on a cliffside there, part of Smoke Row. So that's
I didn't just fuck off, though. I definitely told Jet and Ty where I was going, yeah.
She was just over there, by where the smoke billows in that area.
All right. I'll go see if I can help. You all right here?
We should be good here, yes. I suppose to be useful, I need to find some more injured people as well. Are you okay? Are you hurt?
No. Armor's a little
you're not
dented,
okay.
took a few cuts and scrapes, but I'll be fine.
If you're sure.
I'm sure.
As I look at him, I'm going to do a medical check if that's okay, Jim.
Yeah, totally.
Throw some numbers at me if I roll
Yeah.
higher than... Oh, never mind. I rolled a 10.
Okay. That is up to, I don't know if a 10's good enough. Well, yeah, plus... No, I don't know if a 10's good enough. You rolled a 3.
I mean, the number is 10.
Yeah, so you
Just give him a look and walk off.
Okay.
give him the up down, and you look back at him, and then Smith's just like, "What are you doing?" And then he walks away.
All right. I suppose I'm going to walk around a bit awkward. Smith has walked into the fog. Varsha is there. Ty, I look behind myself, and I assume Ty is still there, just getting ready to get up and go. We should probably go and find them. I know we've succeeded so far, but I don't know what we're doing next.
This
What
is
is the
normally
plan?
the part where I just leave, but maybe we should go and find Uru.
Okay.
If there's any marked, we could invite them back.
All right. At any rates, I think it is not wise for us to be split up like this.
Do you think there's still things lying around?
I mean, before we took off, there was a massive fight. Varsha almost clobbered some people who were in the way. It was so tight. It seems like for the moment there's been a reprieve. The front lines have pushed back, but I don't know how many there were. From up above, I didn't look down. I could not tell how many more forces there are here. Truth be told, it is rather quite passing strange that we are so alone right now.
Well, Smith's a big boy. Varsha's a big girl. They'll be fine. I'm gonna go to the upflow. You can come with me if you want. I don't care. Start walking towards whichever direction the upflow is.
Sure.
Okay. Then I follow after him because I don't want to be lost, because I don't think I really explored Blue Falls before. I was here, but never in the present, as it were.
Okay. As you make your way off toward the upflow inn, where the mouth of the upflow is, we will move over toward Smith. Smith, where are you heading?
I'm trying to find Varsha.
Okay, I figured. So you bound toward Smoke Row, or at least where Varsha went. You do end up finding Varsha. She is there helping and lifting some things with this large construct of rubble. It looks like this construct is doing a lot more of the work, but Varsha is also there helping and lifting as it's sort of, as you're both sort of looking to dig through some of this rubble here. There is a smell in this area like charcoal being burned, like barbecue, not like meats, but like the grill itself, as just this constant smoke is being fed through here. There's a group of people here that are also trying to put out some of these fires. I think, Varsha, as you show up, one of them says, "We've been trying, but we can't seem to get these. These won't stay out. I think we're fucked. I think the entire smoke row is lost. Every fire we put out, it comes back moments later."
Oh, what can we do to help? And I gesture towards the golem as well.
If there's any way, if you could reroute the upflow, maybe.
Reroute the upflow. And
I says that as a joke, but then I realize in me going, it actually could be a thing.
Yeah. Well, can I try to absorb elements? Like, that's the spell I have. But I don't, I know it's not meant for this use, but I feel like it would be pretty dope if I could do it, even if it causes me harm.
Sure,
for some of it anyway.
Of course you can do absorb elements.
Because that's why the fires are continually going, right? It's because of whatever is in the air, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is because there's like this natural gas that is seeping through just this area of the mountain. That was a cool feature, and it was harmless, but now it seems to be an issue.
Yeah.
Sure, what is absorb elements? Could you spam it in the chat?
Yes. It's supposed to be used in combat. It's like you absorb for your next melee attack, and it's supposed to be when you get hit by something. Here you go.
Well, I mean, if you go and stand on embers, you will be getting hit. So the spell captures some of the incoming energy, lessening the effect on you and storing it for your next melee attack. You have resistance for the triggering damage. Okay, cool. And nothing happens, you just do it. Go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
Sure. $15.
Okay. As what does it look like as you absorb elements? Do you just sit there and endure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think I just I don't think there's anything fancy that's happening. I think you would see the smoke kind of gravitating towards me as if I'm like, pulling it in like a black hole. And then I'll start to sweat, maybe even grimace as it gets more intense.
Sure.
Basically, I just want to hold it until they can put the fire out, and then I'll happily release it back because I don't want to rob the area of it.
Sure. Tell me how you do. What's your plan? Are you going to? Do you present this idea to them?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. And I'll tell Smith as well. I think I can draw this to me and hold it for a time, long enough maybe for you to put the fire out.
All right, you heard her.
Okay.
Yes, you heard her. Are you sure about this?
Yes.
Just do it.
Yes.
She knows what she's doing.
Of course, sir. As you heard him, and everybody, they spread out, and some come back with pails, and the 7 or so people that are here trying to help, or at least in this area where you are, they all come back with various pails of water and things like that. It takes a couple of moments, but they're ready when you are.
Okay.
There is a large bed of coals underneath this rubble of this building that is starting to then lick up some of the embers again. The embers are crawling up the rubble here, and it's doing it again as it starts to then almost start to ignite. The steam, of course, is turned to smoke now as it starts to then almost ignite. And then you do exactly what you said. You absorb the elements, you endure, and much like a singularity opening within you, a lot of the particle and the matter gets drawn toward you. The heat glows for a moment, and then you take 18 points of fire damage.
I was just going to ask if I should roll a d20. Okay, 18.
You take 18 points of fire damage, but the embers
ow.
cool down and at least go out. They glowed brightly for a second, only for a second though, as the rest of this energy dims as you strangle the oxygen from the heat from these coals. And during that time, no! And I think as you start wincing, that is when pails of water start to then splash. Someone as well whips their hands in the air, and 2 gallons of water splash onto the was it great water? Splash onto the rubble. Steam.
I also think I should take a point of exhaustion. This is not how I'm supposed to use this spell. Like,
sure, and then take advantage. And then take exhaustion and inspiration. As these two, or as the smoke here then turns white again, as thick steam then it covers the area and engulfs this area. As the steam and the fog now clears. I think that worked. Are you all right? As this.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go.
You can handle the rest here, right?
We'll see what we can do. Yes.
And Smith.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere else we should check, Smith?
Do you know where the leaders went?
Leaders? They're the twin shields.
The twin shields, yes.
Yes, there are some. They were running together toward the upflow.
All right, let's go there.
All right. We head that way.
Okay. You all make your way toward the upflow at various times. Jet and Ty, you arrive at the upflow. Outside, the twin shields are about to enter. They are sort of discussing and talking. There's a slew of civilians nearby asking questions and concerned about what has just happened, what they can do. There is, excuse me, I'm just quickly, my brain's getting all of the information at once. Dosane, the dwarf, the shaven beard dwarven cleric friend, is trying. The Tidal Father will help. Don't worry. We have the flow of water to help douse everything we need. Just please give us time. Give us time. And as well, what we did with this, my family is gone. I'm sorry. We just hold on. As you approach, the twin shields are trying their best to rectify this situation, and Brakita is, as Dosane is trying his best to calm these people down. Brakita is behind, trying to frantically open these doors into the upflow. The doors finally do open up. Inside, there is Marcia, and there also is that assailant known as the Foxfather, tied to a table. And Brakita...
I'm like moving through the crowd here.
Yeah, as you sort of weave your way in, Brakita goes, "What the fuck?" As they sort of like look up. Hey?
Hello? Again?
Sort of acknowledges you.
Yeah. First things first, I'm gonna need you to refill the flask, the whiskey, when Varsha gets here.
Fuck's sake.
Second thing, you recognize him? You know him by any chance? I point towards the Foxfather.
No, I don't.
Dosane, never seen him either. Who are you?
And I speak kind of under my breath. I say, he was looking for you, and the twin shields specifically.
Really? Oh boy.
Yeah, we gave him a clip round the ear and tied him to that table. Maybe you can put him in your little, interrogation circle. Find out what he's after. Alternatively, give me a knife.
No, we'll do that. Who's this? I'm Varsha. I'm Marcia. Martha. Sorry, not Marcia. Martha.
She's one of us.
Yeah. Oh. Right, well. Good. Keep watching then. Brikita.
Hey. Brikita pulls over a chair toward the Foxfather, or known as the Foxfather, and
looks like leg's broken. Snapped in two. Oh.
Oops.
Oh.
Sane looks at you, rather impressed.
Hey. Oh, good. How long has he been out?
Martha says,
Minutes? Maybe?
as he's unconscious.
I've been crying for a while, in pain. But he's out for now.
Right. Well, okay. Could you keep watching, and Brikita, you as well. Ty, Jet.
Yes, Jet.
The smoke row is burning. Still, we're not able to get a lot of the fires under control. If we could somehow figure out how to get upflow over there and wash away what we can, that's the only thing I could think of. Do you have anything that could help? Anything at all, Jet?
I can help
not.
with the smoke in smoke row.
I can hit things with sticks.
Hey.
Not at the scale of a burning hill like this, no.
Okay. All right.
Smith might be better. He's a little better versed in some of the,
Smoke row is taken care of.
Is it?
There we go.
Yeah.
It's good to see you aboard.
Varsh's to thank for that.
I thought you all left town.
We did.
He did.
We came back.
Right. Well, many thanks. Smoke row's fine, taken care of. Is it still burning?
As
No.
rushes towards a window and to look toward the neighborhood.
Okay.
The fire's out, and I think they're just helping people now.
Okay. And is he with you?
A large rubble golem
Yes,
is
he's here to help.
Perfect.
I kind of look at it, and I'm like, what the... For just a second, like, I don't know how I did that. And then I think I look at Smith like,
it looks at you,
oh, how I
the
did that.
rubble charred eyebrows that it sort of has a flex once again in like this
Can it look like Smith a little bit?
yeah, as it sort of looks towards you and then does like this, like apologetically.
Yeah, quirks a brow like
Yeah.
he does, yeah.
And then it just turns into rubble as the spell dies out. You see for a moment climbing out of the rubble pile is this moat still. And then it starts to float away like a dandelion seedling, and then a breeze of Spellwind blows by and it disappears into the Spellwind as the spell wears off.
So, what now?
I don't know. We are going to wait for this man to wake up, and we've got some questions to ask. Brigade, should we make him? We should bring him to the hall. Aye.
Brikita then tries to figure out a way to slump up the Foxfather. The Foxfather, this Aasimar, does wake up, leg broken. What the fuck? As Brikita lurches him up onto their dwarven shoulders, excuse me, and then they start to make their way and push through you. Pardon me, excuse me. As they make their way through the doors, and some other people follow her up toward their council hall, that place where we had that circle of truth before.
Yeah, I assume we're following them, right? Because we want to know exactly what the fuck he was up to as well.
Mm-hmm. As you all sort of pad through the town, there is steam and smoke that still bellow through. A lot of people come through and ask the Twin Shields, what's happened? What can we do? You do not see Uru here, as well as you're starting to make your way through the town. Uru is not seen as you make your way up toward the council chamber. Up on the top of the council chamber, up on top of this hill here, there is, overlooking the town, much like in this spot here. You all see from this view the steam and the smoke. And I think as they make their way up into the chamber, Foxfather is left with some of the scouts and some of the volunteering civilians who will watch and guard as the Dosane turns and looks towards you and says,
"We still have people to save. There are people probably buried and hurt. We should come back to this."
All right.
Look, I was about to sit down and rest, and then he's like, and then I just stand back up like, yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah, of course.
Here we go.
As Dosane sort of leads you out, Brokita stays, and some of the other Twin Shields and civilians stay as well. Some of the scouts are not all accounted for, as they are doing what they do best and trying to guard, help, and make sure the people of this town are okay. The people of Blue Falls are very resilient. So resilient in the fact that I don't even know if they remember that you radiant aura sickness circled them, Varsha, but they seem to still. There is still this somber feeling of defeat. Of course, there is. The town. I guess there's a couple of people who are wandering through the town, trying to get the spirits up of the people.
Listen, we're fine. We're not under the God King's thumb, right? We were able to defend Blue Falls. Yes, we took it and kept it. It's ours, huh?
And there are many people who are just shut the fuck up and like trying to dismiss this person of their positivity. This sort of continues to go on as you all find various ways to help and recover, and you may all take a short rest here, however that may be.
I'll roll a hit die.
Sure.
I don't think you
use my arcane recovery.
Okay. But as for the threats, they all seem to be dispersed right now.
Okay.
As you all begin to take in the destruction of Blue Falls and how much worse it could have been if you were not here. That is where we will end tonight's episode. And that was the Siege of Blue Falls. Hey. We're not all dead. Not everyone died.
I was pretty concerned at one point that I was going to hit 0 and fall off of the burden.
Yeah.
Death.
Which would have been great.
We were that's why we were trying to get close enough. That plan that we didn't say out loud was that Jet needed to be close enough to Featherfall. He was going to leap off of me and Featherfall two of you.
Sick.
Yeah.
Like a hang glider. That would be dope.
That'd be cool.
I can fly like an eagle.
Yeah.
Just imagine Snake going off the helicopter. Like, that's to Jet.
Yeah, spinning.
Uh-huh. Wow. That would have been sweet. Anyway, it was still sweet. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I wasn't
Imagine Jet falling with like this really peaceful music playing, and then there's like a close up, and as the camera gets closer, you see Jet is screaming.
It's the song from Heroes, you know, that like epic choral that plays. Oh, Christ.
But you don't hear it until you get close.
Yeah.
That would have been really good. But yeah, so I really enjoyed that Griffin combat. I think I didn't realize the movement, how much that would have screwed with the tactics of it. And I wasn't necessarily planning on that until Smith, you were like, oh, we've been spreading out a lot of this damage. And I was like, oh yeah, oh cool. I didn't even realize that was what was happening. I was just trying to think like a griffin. So it was pretty cool to see that happen and to see how like you would fight a flock of militarized cats, like I said. So that was pretty dope. And thank you for bearing with me as I tried to move little sticks around on a two-dimensional map, trying to make it
Thank you for trying new things.
Yeah, thank you for letting me. It's always a lot of fun to...
I was going to do some really fucky shit with the lightning lure. I was going to try and fucking noose some guys.
Yeah, that's what I tried, but they're fucking stuck. They're strapped in the saddle like smart people.
I wanted to break their necks. Like I wanted to...
Oh, yeah.
I was going to specifically see if there was...
I guess breaking their neck is better than letting them fall to their death.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been dope. I mean, it's still dope. I mean, it can still happen. You have a griffin, you know? You can still do that if you got to chase somebody on the ground. That's awful. Anyway, we're going to go around and shout ourselves out and stuff. We're going to start with Whack today.
Hi, everybody. I'm Whack Steven. I played Smith for you today. Thank you so much for joining us, as always. Make sure you check out Myth's Patreon for this show. Patreon.com/Spellwind to go help support him and all the things that he does to make this show possible. Thank you so much, Myth, for doing this. And the cool, interesting, different kind of combat. Tomorrow, we have the premiere of a new show here on Table Story called Ashes of Eriador that I will be LMing for you. LMing! Lore mastering for you, and PB and Meyer are both on that. It's a Lord of the Rings show using the One Ring system. We're going to have a giveaway that we're going to be doing tomorrow as well, so make sure you're there. Really excited about it. We've been working on it for a long time, and it's going to be really cool. I hope you will be there to check it out. We've got, I think, a really good group of people. And I am so excited to make Murgles cry nonstop.
She's gonna cry, the opening scene.
I think every week for 3 hours she's probably
probably. She's probably gonna cry. It's gonna be great.
The music's gonna hit and she's just gonna be for 3 hours.
And speaking of crying, PB.
Hey.
Nice.
Hi, I'm Pumpkinberry.
Wouldn't have been funny if you said
Twitch
Brad.
and Twitter at Pumpkin. Oh yeah, I should have just passed that. Anyway, you can find me at Pumpkinberry. I will be here tomorrow. I'm so excited. I'm usually here on Tuesdays jamming Kingmakers, but we're on break until January, so I'm very, very excited for tomorrow. I am so into this already that I wrote with a fountain pen letters to Aaron and Murgles in character and mailed them to the address in character. Like I put an envelope with their in-character address on it inside another envelope and then mailed it to them. Yeah, I'm very excited.
Cool. Envelope in an envelope. So you've got a meta envelope and then a lore in-character envelope.
Yeah, I used a wax seal and everything. It was
Grooncraft.
Yeah, it's a Wax Steven seal. His face. That's
it
crazy.
It was actually a bee because I'm a bee charmer. That's how fucking deep my excitement goes.
I love that so much.
That's it. Be here tomorrow. Thank you.
Be here tomorrow. Thank you. That's
Lots
great.
of
Love you,
bee
PB.
Speaking of bee, Brad.
Speaking of bees,
nice.
Brad.
Yes. I am like a bee in that a bee is like a wasp, and wasps are unnecessary, vicious, horrible creatures.
That's not
that
you.
should be eradicated.
That's right. That's what I think when I think Brad. I go, what a wasp! Kill him.
What a wasp! Immediately destroy him.
Destroy him.
I am not in the Lord of the Rings show. I'm afraid, so I can't get
that's enough of
excited
you.
about being
Someone else who's in
on
it.
the show. So I mean, it's just me and Myth every week from now on get to just sit here being the ones left out.
Mm-hmm.
So every week during the Lord of the Rings show,
That's us.
every week during the Lord of the Rings show, me and Myth will be hosting a rival Lord of the Rings show.
That's it. It's
We will be
called
hosting a rival Lord of the Rings show.
we're
Which
Lord of
calling
the
it-
Stings.
the other ring.
Yep. It's
It's like the
going to be the perspective of the ring rates, and it's just us two.
It's the life of Brighton. It's just another ring that the guy thinks is important and isn't.
Guys, look at my ring! Guys, look at my ring! It's a ring. I know, but guys,
Frodo's like, yeah, he's got his brother Frojo.
we
Frozone.
don't spoil it, Brad, please.
All right, yeah. So please tune into that. That'll be on twitch.tv/twat. Wait, what is it? Tablestory.tv/twat.
Yep.
To head over and see that one.
My first love letter to you.
Yeah. I'm starting Final Fantasy 15 tomorrow on my channel if you want to watch that. I'm really looking forward to playing it again. I played it once bitterly, and so that means this time I get to enjoy it. And that's the end for me because my dog's going to scream at me if I don't get off the call.
Speaking of bitterly, Meyer.
Hello, my name is
that's what
Jet.
I think of
was
when I
played
think
by
of Maya.
Me too.
today.
Yeah, what a bitter.
And today was a good episode. I'm happy that we're able to conclude the battle. I'm not bitter at all about not being able to use my spells because I'm almost at a spell slots. I'm not a bitter person in general.
Are you almost out of spell slots?
Well, spell points. I don't have any spell slots.
Right.
To be
You're right.
specific.
Spell points. Yeah. But you're almost out.
Yes, I mean, like, yes and no. I don't want to let the audience have any general idea of what's
I
going
have to make
on
an
there.
Arcana check to know what your spell points are.
Right, of course, yes. What did you make?
18.
Well, you can check my sheet.
Okay,
you know.
perfect. Oh, thank you for the permission.
But you can find me at twitch.tv/Maya, where I'm doing Star Citizen, as well as gaming news and Hard Space Shipbreaker, which is a very interesting game. Check out the channel for more about that. Otherwise, you can find me tomorrow here on this channel again, Table Story, for Ashes of Eradio,
Wow,
which is...
Almost
I know,
said it
right?
right.
I mean, with this accent, that's how you pronounce it. So
Yeah, Jet doesn't know.
Well, I've got you
All the
there,
way
buddy.
is-
What you got to say about that, Wack? Yeah, I didn't think so.
I've already disconnected from the call.
Wack Steven has left.
anyway, without further ado, this is my time now to leave. So I'm going to get onto my, I guess, plane and jet.
Griffin.
And
Oh my God.
yes, of course, my Griffin and jet. There we go. Thank you. And goodbye.
All right, great. As for me, I'm Mythomatic. You can follow me on all the things Mythomatic. I've been doing some blacksmithing stuff lately. I think I'm going to be doing some more on Friday. If you're watching from YouTube, none of this matters, but just follow me on the things. And tomorrow, I will be playing some Dead Space with Lovebot. And I've got some games throughout the week and stuff. Follow me on Twitter and or Hive to see when I'm up to stuff. I love you all. Thanks, everybody. This has been great. Go out there, tell great stories, and we'll see you all for Ashes of Ariador.
Yay.
Yeah, I said it. Thank you. And I can't wait for my cameo. All right, and we're out. No, we're not. Now we're out.